So I want to share something with you that I really found interesting in one of my study books that I read the other day. It is this one. It's called Bible Prayer Study Course by Kenneth E. Hagin. And these books are absolutely insane. This book talks a lot about prayer, how to pray, and how to get your prayers answered. And this is one thing that I've been wrestling myself is, okay, how do I pray to God to get answers? And what I've written down, I love to take notes and to go and read them over whenever I want and just have these moments be refreshed. So one thing I've wrote down is make every prayer a statement of faith. If you pray, you have to pray in faith. And what he said, what it is just as easy to say and think words of doubt and defeat than what it is to say and think words and thoughts of faith. So why would you not rather speak words of faith instead of speaking words or thinking on defeat and doubt and all the things that come with that? It is just as easy, and look at the difference it makes if you speak words of faith and think words of faith and your thoughts as well. It makes such a huge difference. Look at the outcome it gives. If you think on doubt, well, you will never get anywhere. And if you think thoughts of faith, it's a huge impact that you can make just by the way you think. And I don't know if you've ever heard of Smith Wigglesworth. I've heard of him a lot. I've seen some of his videos, but never been in any of his teachings or his meetings that he did. He said that if you pray 7 times for anything, you prayed 6 times in unbelief. So think of it. If you pray for one thing in faith and you think you prayed it in faith, why would you pray it again? Then you actually pray in unbelief. And how do you ever think God's going to answer? And that is something that I had to struggle with a lot. Like, I've wanted answers on so many things, and I thought, okay, the more I'm just going to pray on this one thing, surely I will get God's attention. But then I read that, and it's like, oh my goodness, that's not how it works. So, if you know without a shadow of a doubt what God's word says is true, just like, for an example, with salvation. If you think salvation is for you, you prayed the sinner's prayer once. So yeah, like I said, if salvation is for you, which it is a free gift for everyone, and if you believe it in your heart that you are saved, if you said the sinner's prayer, you will not go around thinking that, oh my goodness, did that prayer actually work? No, you looked at the Bible, you know it is true, you said that prayer, and then you know, as long as you do the commands of the Lord and live a holy life, you won't say that prayer again. And that is for whatever you're praying for. And the other thing I found very interesting, it said, if it hasn't materialized yet what you have prayed for, don't pray for it again and again the same way. That's unbelief. Rather, thank God and remind Him of what His Word says. Put Him in remembrance of His promises. For an example, as in Isaiah 43:26. Tell Him you're expecting it and thank Him for it. That's where for me, where I'm messed up so bad. Like I said before, I would ask that prayer again and again and again, and soon you would get frustrated because He didn't answer. And I was like, hey, why in the world is this not working? And there is a huge, huge difference. Don't pray for something again and again the same way. Rather come to him knowing, because he says, whatever you ask for, it is done. He has already given it to you. So now what your part is to thank him in advance that it is done. So that is something I found super interesting, and I hope that it will help you in the same way.